how was the response with the two of them when you were narrating? Actually, Katrina, let's ask you, how was this? No, Sriram sir?
We rarely get to hear him talk. This is very entertaining
Really?
to me. Yeah. He doesn't talk much on set at all. I'll see, I'm watching. So this is very entertaining for me.
We actually to come in. So, was it tough to narrate or was it like an immediate... See, there has to be, you're an ISIS stamp also. One second, I think the mic's off. One second. Mic on? Yeah.
वो विजय को मैंने Zoom में narrate किया था. He was in Chennai, तो मैंने narrate किया और बस he enjoyed. नहीं, it was about 15 minutes. Sometimes it's flexible. I thought this movie is going to be 90 minutes without interval, लेकिन इसमें interval है. So theatre owners will be very happy.
I think we get more shows also. Girish, good to see you. It's been a while. You know, whenever you see like a trailer out there, अंदर से एक आवाज निकलती है. You're part of the family. You yourself come on screen also. When you see a film out there, Papa, it's nice. It works well. Does that come out from your instincts of the Taurani Parivar?
That's like how I wake up in the morning. बहुत अच्छा है. It's an innate answer.
And are you allowed to say I didn't like it a little bit?
In private, yes. Okay. But I think if you see our track record, coming from, as Sanjay sir said, Ozar and The Race, we made Jab Pyar Kisi Se Hota Hai, so many films over the course of our life story of our tips. I think we have a knack, and touchwood, we have one of the best success ratios in terms of hit films.
Yeah.
Touchwood, that's been working for us, and I think with good team members, good cast and crew, it's all cherry on the cake.
Yeah, this one's going to have both sides, man. Critical acclaim as well as commercial success. केवल जी, आप जब फिल्म में एंट्री मारते हैं, तो फिल्म के प्रोडक्ट खत्म होने के बाद आपका कोई इसमें ओपिनियन चल रहा होता है या सिर्फ बॉक्स ऑफिस दिखा रहे हैं वेरी गुड, बॉक्स ऑफिस अच्छा चलेगा वही चलना चाहिए, प्रोड्यूसर को यही लिखना चाहिए?
हैप्पी न्यू ईयर. मैं डिफरेंट फील्ड से हूँ. आई एम नॉट फ्रॉम द फिल्म इंडस्ट्री. मेरा बड़ा बचपन से ख्वाब था मैं फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में आऊँ, कुछ अच्छा करूँ. संजय रोत्रे का मैं थैंक्स करता हूँ जो मुझे इसमें लेकर आए और राघवन के साथ मुझे काम करने का मौका मिला. मैं 2 फिल्म में प्रोड्यूसर हूँ, अंधाधुन में और मेरी.
सर आपको तो बॉक्स ऑफिस बहुत इजीली पता है सर. रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट इज वेरी हाई. इट वर्क्स. Just before I open up to the public as well, Katrina, I want to ask you this. Whenever you're out there in the middle of the film and you're seeing it unravel, this one is a lot of one-on-one. Can you get like a little bit stuck and say that should I only listen to Sriram sir, or you're seeing there's a lot that can happen, because I've heard that you're superbly rehearsed, perfect on time as far as your dialogues are concerned, the script is concerned, all that is concerned. This is so much a one-on-one relationship between you and Vijay out there. Do you prefer this kind of sometimes, this kind of cinema that comes out that you'll say, I'm really happy with this, big thumbs up with this kind of cinema, as compared to say magnum opus, which is anyway going to work? Like when you have a one-on-one film like this, would you prefer this kind of cinema, like more, like say on a, when you're
intimate,
rather than like say magnum opus all the time, where people are more accustomed to watching with you?
I think that as an actor, you're looking to tell a story and be part of a story which is really interesting. And for me, Merry Christmas ticked all those boxes. It was a really, really unique journey, a unique story about 2 fascinating characters. And the minute I heard it, I was hooked. I'm not observing or I'm not calculating. That goes into calculating. Of course, there are high-octane, big action drama films, and that's wonderful. That's a certain type of cinema. But there are also more intimate, unique stories to be told, and that story has to be told at a scale that is suitable for that particular kahani. And I think that for an actor to be able to do both is what we're supposed to be doing and what I personally enjoy doing. And like I said, for me, this was a Sriram Raghavan film that I thought had a fantastic story, and I was excited to be part of the journey. It was a very interesting journey, actually. There's many parts of the journey that even Sir has not shared yet. There were many twists and turns, even in the journey of making...
Shooting of it, yeah.
Even before we got on set, it had a lot of, had a life of its own. And when it finally kind of landed up as me and Vijay being in the film, the first day of kind of interaction for me was very fascinating. The minute I heard Vijay describe and talk about a scene, I instantly realized, okay, this is a person who sees things in such a unique way that I can never see a scene in that way. And for me, that was really exciting, to be able to come together and work with people who very evidently see things completely different to the way I would have a take on something. And for all three of us to come together, and Sir does a lot of rehearsals, and we would do the workshop on the actual set for about, I think it was a week before we started shoot. And I was always like, so Sir, when do we start? There was no commitment of when we start. We'll start when it's ready, when he's feeling it. And I think that process was very unique for me as an actor, and extremely, it was extremely magical, I think, to be able to have been a part of this process of Merry Christmas.
Yeah, this one's nice on the report card of your own also, you know, that you've done. But you were very true about him looking at it in a very unique way. He mentioned about the elephant, but not once did he say the grey color. It was red or green. So I realized when you talk about the elephant also, from the director's perspective also it's green, yours is red. He would have all thought one option should have been the grey color. So when she says that you see things very differently, I do agree that you see things very differently. One last question, Sriram sir, before I open out. When you make a whodunit, or you make like this twists and turns, this is what we assume with a film like this. When you see the final cut, can you have the itch to change few things? But we say, this is not come out exactly as I thought. Have you had that in the past with your films also? Because they always have these turns.
No, if we keep watching the film, we even show it to a few friends and colleagues who are like, who would be able to tell us the truth. So by the time it's ready, I mean, the final cut is only when we are happy. I mean, so that way there's no issue.
And but like when we go back to Andhadhun also, we're shocked at the number of turns. Even this film has so many turns. Are you able to shock the audience in this case that is watching it for the first time?
Well, about this film I won't talk now, but let them watch and let them say. But what I'm saying is that when they watch a thriller or a film like this, the audience is very engaged and they are making up their own story. They are trying to say, okay, ab ye hoga, ab ye hoga. Now, how much you can subvert that, how much you can sort of give them a surprise within, they're also writing their own script while the movie is on. So that's the fun, I think.
They will work well. We'll open out to the audience, and we've got a mic that is actually, yeah, right, please. बचपन में तो सिर्फ वो स्किल होता था, how big is the film? नहीं तो concept होता है. As a producer, आपको क्या पसंद है? मतलब what is it that you look for जब आप yes कर जाते हैं पिक्चर के लिए?
Content.
Okay.
And the makeup.
जी.
श्रीराम और मेरी ये तीसरी फिल्म है साथ में. जॉनी गद्दार, अंधाधुन, and Merry Christmas.
What a track record, sir! Fantastic. I mean, so then you must be a little scared also कि क्या उस because यहाँ पे comparison में आधी दुनिया मर जाती है. So do you have that comparison in your head also कि ये उसकी जैसी हो, critically acclaimed हो वगैरह?
No, हमारे साथ श्रीराम है. वो एकदम हमेशा आपको जमीन पे रखता है.
So it works very well. रमेश जी, do you ever get stressed? मैंने आपको लाइफ में कभी स्ट्रेस करते हुए देखा है. आप बड़ी फिल्में बनाते हैं, ब्यूटीफुल फिल्में बनाते हैं, कॉन्सेप्ट फिल्में बनाते हैं. You know, as a producer, आपके लिए क्या चीज होती है कि okay, I'll pick this. This is exciting me.
डेफिनेटली स्टोरी तो है पहली थिंग, और श्रीराम हमेशा अपनी नरेशन 15 मिनट में ही सुनाते हैं. एक टाइम पे तो मैं अंधाधुन का भी पार्ट होने वाला था, लेकिन वो इनको भी मालूम है वो जर्नी सब हीरो को सुनाई, किसी को 15 मिनट में समझ नहीं आई. बाद में रिलीज होने के बाद हर एक्टर का फोन आया, हमको करनी है ये पिक्चर.
सर 6 साल से अभी तक लोग लास्ट सीन देख रहे हैं कि क्या हुआ है लास्ट सीन में, 15 मिनट कैसे समझेंगे?
श्रीराम ही नोज हिज जॉब वेल, और जो भी उन्होंने पिक्चरें बनाई, मैं तो समझता एक हसीना थी से लेके जॉनी गद्दार से लेके जितनी भी पिक्चरें बनाई सब बहुत अच्छी पिक्चरें बनाई, और एक बहुत अच्छी थ्रिलर की जो एक होती है ना, जो ऑडियंस को कॉन्फिडेंस में लेके आप थ्रिलर बनाओ, तो दैट्स अ वेरी गुड, आई थिंक ऐसा डायरेक्टर और कोई नहीं है हमारे हिंदी फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में. दैट्स ओनली श्रीराम.
I agree with that. Pooja ji, when you're sitting and deciding like this 15-minute narration, you are also there, you're writing it and making sure the twists and turns are fantastic. Are you worried this 15 minutes should sometimes when you look at an actor say thoda 40 minutes kar denga, so they explain a little bit more?
No, I think it's a very organic. Sriram is trying to, when you're asking about narrating to actors,
True.
idea is to give them a sense of what the movie is, more a holistic sense of the movie rather than the twists and turns. अब इसके बाद ये हुआ, इसके बाद वो हुआ, इस तरह का narration Sriram करते नहीं है. I think as far as the writing is concerned, we tend to write in detail, and then a version of it is narrated, and then a version of it is shot. That is where the details come in, really. So I don't. ऐसा तो कभी नहीं कि अच्छा थोड़ा और बता देंगे, ऐसा कुछ नहीं. I think he puts all his cards on the table. He says these are the characters. All the actors who come in kind of know what they are signing up for. So
it works. Sriram sir, is narration the most important? Is it like the closure? When you say that there's an investment banker has to go and close the deal, can you mess up a really good script with a very bad narration with a big actor? Do you think that's ever happened?
See, sometimes that's happened to me also, like, that they are not probably saying it properly and so on. So, but I feel a good story, you can't narrate badly really. No, and खराब story होगा तो बहुत drama करके भी वो narration फेंक लेते हो, आप सुन भी नहीं रहे.
It works.
You heard me.
Yeah, I had this in my ear also, so right now I'm subtitled like a pilot.
So what I'm saying is that I narrate because it's like talking to the actors also. You can see his or her face, and you know that maza aa raha hai, idhar nahi aa raha hai, kind of a thing. Once it also happened when I was narrating Johnny Gadar to release in, and I was narrating in detail. So इतना मैं डील में बोला कि I could see she is trying to stop a yawn. तो मैं बोला 1 मिनट में आता हूँ, पानी पी के आता हूँ. I gave her time, so वो भी करना पड़ता है.